What's up guys, it's your boy Rich here. So what's a Neoteric? It's Davosa's interpretation of a pilot's watch. Let's go take a closer look at it. Let's go. And here it is in 42 millimeters, 50 from lug to lug, 11.5 millimeters tall, and with a 20 millimeter lug width. And pilot watches come in a variety of different styles. Some are branded, some are not branded. Some are part of the original Dirty Dozen, and some are overly large. And I think Davosa did a really nice job with their interpretation with the Neoteric as a pilot's watch. I think it's unique and a really cool looking pilot's watch that it doesn't look like a lot of other pilot watches. And the first thing that caught my attention is this sunburst style. It is a good one, and here you can see it doing its thing. And this combination is in blue and yellow, but it's also available in brown, gray, and red and black. And each color combination is tastefully done. I think in my case here, the yellow stitching on the strap matches the yellow numbers on the center of the dial and the hands. And that's true for all the different color variations. So if this was the red-black, we would have the red stitching here matching the red numbers in the center of the dial and on the hand. So Davosa did a really nice job here. But make no mistake about the interpretation of a pilot's watch. The first, probably most obvious detail is the Flieger sign at 12 o'clock. So again, and along the minute track, I think Davosa did a really nice job with this Neoteric. Davosa uses really large Arabic numerals to make it easily legible, and they use a slightly domed sapphire crystal. And like all Davosa watches, the finishing is well done, and in the case of the Neoteric, it is done mostly in a brushed finishing with some polishing coming from underneath the bezel and around the crown. So is this where we see our first flaw regarding the Neoteric? Well, I wouldn't say that. I would describe what I'm about to say as more of a personal preference, and that's because I actually prefer onion crowns on pilot watches. Just because I like onion crowns. In fact, I like onions on most of my food. But in the case of the Neoteric, Davosa created a really nice oversized crown that is not quite your standard crown, nor is it an onion crown. I would describe this more as a gem design in style, and because of its oversized design and size overall, I quite like this quite a lot. So I also think Davosa did a really nice job with their leather straps. This is the way that it comes, which is described as a vintage strap, and we can see some distressing along the edges of the strap. And there is their logo on the buckle and branded throughout their strap, throughout the leather strap. And it is a nice quality leather strap here, a nice thick piece of leather that is quite soft and pliable right out of the box. So here we are now seeing our first glimpse of the movement. So what is the movement that is powering the Neoteric? Well, it is described as the DAV 3021, which is based off of the ETA 2824. And there we can see the custom rotor. So we are getting a nice dependable movement on a very attractive interpretation of a pilot's watch. You know, I think this is a pretty good time for some wrist shots. The retail price of the Neoteric is $749, and for that we are getting a really nice, dependable movement by a brand that's been around for quite a long time. You know, Davosa is not a new brand. They've been around with some lineage dating back to 1881, and then in between that time, they were, like so many watch brands, affected by the quartz crisis. And then in the early 2000s, one of their biggest achievements or milestones was a special edition Panamericana, which, to my understanding, is now considered quite a collectible. So, you know, Davosa is a family-owned business that produces some really quality timepieces that, and in the Neoteric's case, is quite unique with their interpretation. And my experiences with Davosa has been nothing but positive. So, if we're looking for a unique pilot's watch with a brand with some pretty incredible history, then I think Davosa's Neoteric is a nice option for us. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you the next time. So the movement that is being powered with... Oh, hey, buddy. So here is Sam, the guilty culprit that just jumped on my back because he was bored and probably felt that I was ignoring him. Sorry about that, buddy. We're almost done here. High five? Thanks, buddy. So what's a Neotech? I don't even know what that is.